Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to get on here and do my empties. I don't know when the last time I'd done an empty video, and I can't remember if this is number 3. Might be number 3 that I've done. And all my empties are very dusty, I'll tell you that. I was back here last night dusting and stuff, and I said, wow, things do get dusty if you don't if you don't use them, or if you don't cover them up. Well, I've got a bag here that I put my empties in, and some of the empties may be repeats. That was a 3-pack of legal pads. Those are like this that you get from Dollar Tree. So I empty one of those. I probably have more than one of these. The Crafter's Square double-sided tape. And if I have it here, I don't show that. I've gone through a lot of it. So that's 3 of those. Let's see. This is ribbon. Black and silver, very open weave. I used that on my my gift bags for Halloween. So that's empty. Jeweled stickers, multicolored. I used these on my my bags, my Halloween bags. Dang, hell to be old. I think I did have one more of those left, and it was just an oddball. But I said I was going to call it empty anyway. And it has these little tags on the back. I don't know if I'm going to take those off or not, but that's empty. This was paper tape that I use to reinforce the corners of my journals before I cover them with paper. Like, okay, I've got some boxes here I'm getting ready to, put away to make them journals. This is the Great Value chicken stuffing mix. What I do is I don't leave it like this. When I make my covers, I cut these apart so I can space them apart. Because I think leaving them like this, and I know a lot of people do. I think Jessica at Paper Terrace just leaves them together. I don't do that. I find out it's better for me. It works better for me and how I craft. And it's all about how you craft. Yeah. So I cut these apart so I can space them apart a little bit further. But before I put them together, I don't even think I have any more of that paper tape. Let's pretend this is the paper tape. That's double-sided dimensional tape. I would put them where I wanted to, and I would tape them on both sides, inside and outside, it helped reinforce the spine. So that's what I use paper tape for. And here is a big roll of, I think it was double-sided tape. Yeah, big wide, just regular, not the other tape. Not that tape. And here is the inside of one of those cartridges. And like I said, if I put it in here, I put one piece of it. I'm not doubling up. Oh, here's another one of those I went through. And another one of those I went through. I made a lot of those books. The little, this is the one I made that I said, if anybody was watching or listening to me, the one I was making for 4th of July. And these are the books I make, the refillable books. So I need to finish that one soon, don't I? That's what I use this for. Okay, and wait. That was another side of that was another container of the paper tape that I used. And this is stuff, this has been going on for a while, okay? And there's another empty Crafter's Square tape. This is an empty, now I did see, Dollar Tree mesh ribbon green. That's that open weave stuff you find in the the flower aisle. Flower, the garden aisle stuff. Anyway, that was empty. Okay, another roll of ribbon. I don't know what it might. I think this was that black and green stripe that I love so well. I'm not sure. And that was used on my Halloween. Oh, there's another one of those. So I had 12 of those, didn't I? Hang on. I dropped something. And there's an empty package. That doesn't go in there. That goes in here. And that's for that's a refill of my ATG gun. So that was tape. I'm going through a lot of tape. And that was another refill. That was another refill of the ATG tape. Whenever I start making cards, I go through a lot of ATG tape. This is a glue stick that was just about empty, so I called it done. The pen and gear. That's Walmart, isn't it? I think. Okay, here is another empty ATG runner. And here's another one. That one still has the thingy in it. Maybe these were in there. So I'm going to say it's 3 and not whatever that is, 6. Crafter Square Horizontal Burlap Bag. I think I used this. I think I deconstructed it just to use the burlap. And then here's another one. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I used 15 of those tablets. And then I had this, and this is really dusty. I emptied out a pack of 100 envelopes. It doesn't look like a lot, does it? That's because a lot of times when I use the embellishments, I'll use embellishments that are like for my cards. I'll use big packs of them that have like 25 or so in them. Or it's a cut apart from the collection. It doesn't look like a lot, but it was to me. So especially these 10 yards of the paper tape. And I think I started using that in these books here when I was making these too, to reinforce down through here. This one may even have it. Hang on. It does. It's like I inked it. And it does not take distress ink very well. If you're going to ink it and you want to use distress ink, make sure you set it really good with a heat gun, because it doesn't like to dry on that tape, because that tape is a synthetic material. But anyhow, that was my empties. And it doesn't look like a lot, but I'd make a lot of cards to use up 100 envelopes. And you have to run a lot of tape to use 3 rolls of ATG tape. And these are 33 feet or 10 meters if you're Canadian or overseas. So like I said, I'm pretty sure that that's four rolls of that. If it isn't, still 66 feet of double-sided tape is quite a bit. And then that one, I think that was from a pack of double-sided tape that I got from, I don't know. I think it was Amazon. I'll have to look. But, the mesh, I don't know how much is on. Not very much. And then, like I said, the horizontal burlap bag, I used that as just for the burlap. And and I was really glad to use up a couple of things of ribbon, because I have a disgusting amount of ribbon. And I hardly ever use ribbon for some reason. Those, and like I said, 15 of those packs. That means a lot of paper, but I haven't emptied out a paper pack yet, because I switch around. And you think you pay $20 for a pack of paper, and it's just you can't use it up. You think it's not very much, but it is. Oh well, my husband came home and he might want to say something to me, so I'm going to leave it at that. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.